Annette. She will be giving us some input. She is the infamous loctician from Nappstar. She's going to be giving us some input as well. There's a lot of different concerns and a lot of, I guess, blatant procedures that we already know off insight as a boss and an owner of salons.
Hey!
Hey, what's up, Annette? How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm back home.
I'm a little nervous.
Oh no, I'm probably going to be really bad at this intro, but Annette is a boss, a crafter. She wears many, many hats for her business. She's opened multiple salons, and she is also a retailer. Is that right?
Yeah, e-commerce retail.
E-commerce retail. You kind of were the first person that introduced me to extension locks, which is a really cool thing. If you want to talk a little bit about what extension locks are.
Lock extension? Sure, I'd love to.
Lock extensions. Thank you.
Frank, thank you for having me. The intro was fantastic. I've been doing retail for the past 2 years. I've been in business for 10 years. I've opened I've always had like one business, but I've had 4 or 5 salons throughout that time. And I started manufacturing lock extensions because there wasn't any on the market. And a lot of my customers wanted it, and I couldn't just have my stylist sitting home making them, so I decided to manufacture them. And that's been going really, really good. It's helped triple our business every single year.
So you started Fashion Dreads. It's fashiondreads.com?
Yeah, fashiondreads.com. You can buy these bundles right here. This is all fake. You can see my real hair is right here.
Yeah. So, but you say it's an extension, but it's real kinky hair though, right?
Yeah, it's 100% kinky hair.
Which I think is really dope. So as somebody who's always kind of ahead of the curve, and you're kind of like seeing what's the desire of the client even before they even
understand. To the side. What's up, girl? Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, it's all good. But somebody that's kind of like always forward thinking and trying to like be ahead of the step. What do you see happening within the salon industry, cosmetology, just moving forward off the rip? Like when you open your doors, what do you see like everyone just doing off the rip? Before us actually like knowing, right? Before the city actually tells us what we have to do.
I've been talking to other industry professionals who are definitely taking like Barberside courses. I think Barberside has a free course right now. My salon is very tight when it comes to like cleanliness and just making sure we disinfect our products. So I'm looking forward to like every client having like their own clips. We already have like their own combs and own things, but really making sure like that's just their clips, and like we bleach it right after it comes out of their head, after the dryer. So just really making sure sanitation is like just really up to par. I have already a cleaner in salon, so just making sure they're just continuing to do the rounds. I have 2 floors as well, so that gives us a little bit more space to separate for social distancing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be mayhem because the way my DMs are set up and how we haven't been answering our emails or texts or calls.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy when we open those doors.
Yeah. And what do you think traffic's gonna look like? Because I can imagine that when we do open the doors, it's gonna be very busy, but do you imagine like it's just gonna be overfilled with people in the salon, or like how do you imagine that's gonna work out?
Well, I've been really, really fortunate to go by appointment only. And so one of our goals in salon was always, we go by appointment only, but people are always running behind. People are always adding to their services. So I'm really looking forward to my team being able to put their foot down and just be like, hey, this is the time slot you've allotted for you, and you can't go beyond that because you have another customer coming in. So, I have a pretty big team, so I'm really looking forward to my manager, Christina, really just making sure that, and Scarlett, really just making sure everybody's in line and up to time standards. I don't want to play that shit regardless. Like, let's be on time, let's get people in and out.
Yes, and I appreciate that every time I go to Nappstar. I can't wait till Nappstar opens so I can get my refresh, my retwist.
I
Need
can't
some
wait
love.
for all my models to come in. I can't wait to hook you up with that retwist. I need that content.
Well, I got you. You know that. Well, thank you so much for jumping in. I know that you're a very busy human, and I respect your hustle. You're always the first person up on my timeline, and everyone, like, Annette is someone you should be following right now.
I definitely am. I'm definitely that bitch.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you, Frank.
Have a good night, and
Yeah.
thank you for joining us.